Greetings, Japan fans. In today's show, we're going to talk about the war for talent and what's coming. Maishu, arigatou gozaimasu, and welcome back to the 7th year of the Leadership Japan series. I'm your host, Dr. Greg Story, your corporate coaching and training guy committed to your success. The president of Dale Carnegie Training Japan, a best-selling author, Japan Sales Mastery and Japan Business Mastery. My new book, Japan Presentations Mastery, is going to be released shortly. We are broadcasting around the world from Minato-ku in the center of Tokyo, the leadership capital of Japan. Now, this podcast brings insights, examples, and experience about leading in Japan, and trust me, it is different here. Don't forget to subscribe and share this podcast with your family, friends, and colleagues. We are not being sponsored by Libsyn, but we value your privacy, which is why we have our podcast hosted by Libsyn, who, unlike many other podcast hosts, have a strict policy that does not allow access to your private information by anyone. Here is our daily podcast lineup on iTunes. Mondays, the Cutting Edge Japan Business Show. Tuesdays, the Presentations Japan series. Every second Tuesday, the Business Tatsujin no Oshie Show. Wednesdays, the Sales Japan series. Thursdays, the Leadership Japan series. And every second Thursday, the Business Pro Podcast Show. Fridays, the Japan Business Mastery Show. And Saturdays, Japan's top business interviews. Before we get going, today's handy Japanese phrase is Kone aru. Kone aru. Kone aru. Kone is one of those interesting words. It's actually from the English word connections, but it's been translated into katakana, connection, which became kone. So, do you have any connections? Okay, we need to meet the buyer over at Company X. Do you have any connections over there at that X company? Kone aru, kone aru, kone aru. Do you have any connections? Kone aru, kone aru, kone aru. This is episode number 419, and we are talking about employer branding about to relaunch. COVID is raging again, but we can see the end, be it this year or next year. It will finally stop being our total focus. So many lives, livelihoods, and businesses have been destroyed by this pandemic. Alibaba is a nice little French restaurant in my office in Akasaka that has been closed since January. Will they be able to reopen? Hopefully they and many other businesses will do so, and we can all get back to some semblance of normality. That means we will see an uptick in business activity as consumer demand is reignited. In that mix, we will see the rebooting of the war for talent. Many bosses have been weighing the cost of losing staff against the gain in cash flow through lowering one of the biggest expenses in business, people. Some businesses may have to rehire staff they laid off if they can, or find replacements. All of this activity is likely to happen roughly around the same time. So there could be a hiring frenzy. Recruiters will start calling your best people to offer them new employment opportunities somewhere else. The two big questions are, why would new people join you, and why would your people stay? There's a lot more information available about businesses today than ever before, and prospective employees will likely search out news, gossip, and background on your company. Japanese people are serious about their work, and they have not absorbed the Western ways of job hopping that are so prevalent in our societies. They don't move around much. So if they're going to join you, they are likely to be thinking they will stay with you forever, or at least for many, many years. Coming on board is a major decision. Now, as employers, what messages are we giving out to the world via our website, social media, and word of mouth about our firm and what it is like to work there? One of the key reasons we can keep our people is the internal culture we leaders have built. They can get more money and better working conditions somewhere else perhaps, but not the culture. Culture build is about authenticity, maintaining and living stated values, and boss communication skills. This is expensive. Why? Because to build a culture and to be consistent in maintaining it takes up the most expensive and valuable resource in any company: boss time. This is why most companies don't make the necessary investment. Leaders imagine that culture build is someone else's responsibility. Yes, HR department over there, or marketing, PR. Big mistake. Find out more when we come back from the break. Our show today is brought to you by our public programs, but we also do custom-made in-house classes. Now, we do them in our super safe classroom, we do them live online, and we do them in Japanese, and we do them in English. Now, today's show is brought to you by, on the 13th of July, How to Present Online. On the 16th of July, The Innovation Process. 30th of July, Analyzing Issues and Decision-Making. And 3rd of August, Getting Results Without Authority. You can find out more about those programs on our website at enjapan.dalecarnegie.com. You can email me at greg.story@dalecarnegie.com. Get my best-selling books, Japan Sales Mastery, the Bible for Selling in Japan, and Japan Business Mastery, as well as my new book, Japan Presentations Mastery. If you like learning by watching videos, we have over 1,000 for you there on Japan Dale Carnegie TV on YouTube. We release 3 TV shows every week on YouTube. The Cutting Edge Japan Business Show, that's a premier business show in Japan, comes out Mondays. Fridays we have Japan Business Mastery Show. Saturdays, Japan's top business interviews, where I interview leaders in Japan from SMEs all the way up to the corporate captains of industry on one topic: leading in Japan. Every second Thursday we release the Business Pro Television Show. Don't forget, you can email me at greg.story@dalecarnegie.com. Welcome back. The leader gets the culture they deserve. If the time is not invested, then nothing magical is going to happen, and there won't be much going on in the way of differentiation. As bosses, we think we've given the message clearly, and it has been received. The thing that is always amazing is how little of the message actually sinks in. You tell the team something, and then, in short order, you find they don't get it. Here is the time factor again. Efficient bosses will message once and just move on to their next meeting. Culture building bosses know they have to bang that drum continuously for it to sink in. I read somewhere that ad creatives get sick of their own ads a lot faster than those who are consuming them. It could be the same with our messaging. We get sick of it before the troops do. We have to get the key messages out again and again and in different formats because people are wired differently in how they absorb information. This communication discussion is not limited to just internal recipients. How much effort and time is a leader allocating to getting the messages out to the world, to prospective employees? We often make the mistake of putting some colourless message on the website on the President Greeting page. It reads like pap, sounds like pap, and is pap. Are we talking about the culture, the values, how we think about our people, and are we doing it in an authentic voice? The PR department may be thinking about shareholders when writing the content, but with the talent war looming, it might be a good idea to compose some fresh messaging to appeal to new employees. The internal culture has to be real, and we have to be congruent. It can't be a corporate Potemkin village of sublime wonder when the workplace reality is actually more reminiscent of a gulag. Internal and external realities have to match up. This takes time. That word again. Most leaders have been scrabbling around since February 2020 trying to fathom how to survive. Now is the time to attract great new staff who, through no fault of their own, have been tossed into the street. It is also the time to build or refine an unassailable culture which no unprincipled, eagle-eyed, silver-tongued, dreamy-looking recruiter can easily pry your best people from. If you already have a great culture, then get to work letting everyone know about it. Get out there and shout it from the rooftops of social media so all can hear your siren call of, "This is a great place to work because you will love the culture here." Thank you for joining the Leadership Japan series. If you found the program useful, then share it with your family, friends, and colleagues. Don't forget to subscribe and share this podcast. Take what you found valuable, immediately put into action, because idea application is what makes winners winners. Be one of them. Remember, I'm your corporate coaching and training guy in your corner, committed to your success here in Nippon.